John woke up to the smell of waffles and eggs. He noticed that his wife must have came back from her vacation she had with her best friends. He came running down and greeted his wife and said, "Hey, you're kind of home early. And you're cooking breakfast too? Wow, thanks, hon. I love you." As John sat down and ate his breakfast, he noticed that his wife had a blank expression, like she wasn't showing any emotions. Despite him telling her that he loves her, usually she would have told him that she loves him back, but she didn't say anything. It's almost like she didn't react at all to what he was saying. He thought it was kind of off. Then again, John just shrugged it off as her being very tired from her trip. So he ate the breakfast she made, grabbed his coat, and kissed his wife goodbye as he had to work. But when he kissed her, he noticed that she felt kind of cold, abnormally cold, especially since it was the middle of the summer and it was very humid. But John had no time to wonder about that. He had to get to work before he arrived late. So he left his wife and said goodbye to her, but he noticed that she didn't say goodbye to him back. But he didn't have time to worry about it. He hopped in a car and got to work. When he got to work, everything was okay for the first half of the day at the job. But it wasn't until he got a phone call that made chills run down his body. While John was finishing up some of the paperwork, his phone began to ring. John picked up the phone, and it was his wife's best friend. And she told him something that left his blood running cold. "John, you need to listen to me very carefully. Your wife, she's dead. On our way from making the trip to our destination, the plane crashed and 15 people died. She was one of them." John had no time to respond. He told his boss about what happened, and he hopped in a car and ran towards the house. When he got in the house, he called for his wife, refusing to believe that she's no longer with him. He looked everywhere. He still sees the pot and pans that she used to make breakfast, so she had to be here. John looked at everywhere. But then, when he turned around inside the bedroom, he looked towards the bathroom, and his wife was standing there. But then, John began to have chills run down his body. He realized the woman that looks like his wife wasn't his wife.